Hi, my dear ones. I hope you are doing well. This is Ouassima Issrae, and I'm coming to share with you about the rays, the colors, how they impact our reading, and also to see how we can incorporate them in our healing abilities. And see, let's explore their message. To do this, I came with my Oracle deck, Nest of Light, and was kind of going through the different rays it has. I got this beautiful card also from Mother Peace where we see the colors coming from the ink, the center of the ink. This figure has a lot of history in it as I studied it, and I discovered its relationship with the womb, its relationship with the vessel of life, but the form of the ancient goddess, such as the goddess Neith in North Africa, and so on. So much things it has to say, but all within it is to be the source of, is to be the bearer of life, and it holds within it that cell, the cell that we as females, we have the ability to conceive and give the potential or give the possibility to a potential. So array or colors, they are all kind of coming from the same source, but each one of them has its particularity, its attributes, its work and mission. That's why I love calling colors rays, because they are more than just colors. When we see some, they have an impact on our emotional being, well-being or not. Some colors are attributed to traumas we had, some awaken our creativity, some remind us of love, and so on. And so each one shows how powerful it is. Of course, we put symbols and meanings to different colors, but that does not change our perception and our experience with them. We have this thought or taught way of perceiving the colors and interpreting them and so on, but we have our inner experience, and that's why I love to encourage people to do, is to build a relationship with each one of the colors, and then you start seeing their collaboration with each others and so on. There's so much wisdom into that. And so I brought also some of the cards here. I'm gonna share with you how the colors impact our reading. So I'm having here the, probably not in order, the Jonasa Joe's tarot deck. I don't know which version is, I don't know which edition it is, this one, but so I have these two with the boxes that I keep always aside, just for the, I love keeping my decks available. And so these two decks, they are the same, but with different colors. And when I got the Jonasa Joe's, the first version, this one, I didn't feel that close to it. I didn't feel connected to it, even if it had these beautiful flowers. But when I received this second version with these colors, something awakened within me. It's the same deck, but the colors made it possible for me to perceive the messages, to understand the cards. And I feel, when you feel connected to someone, when you feel there is kind of affinity you have, it's right away. I have a right away connection with this one just because of the colors. And I'm not a fan of these colors. It's not colors that I would wear that much or I would use, but the mixes of them, the way they are shown and coming together, even if it's a small shade, you see here this shade is different than this one. This makes a huge difference. Oh, look. Isn't this magical? Look at these two. I find them beautiful both, but still that mixture of the, like reddish velvet Bordeaux with the violet and green. And we are all different. It doesn't mean that we will have the same response to colors, even if scientifically they have proven, the impact of, let's say, the blue soft color and so on people. But still, we are so different, and each has this response to it. That's how we are having all this variety of decks on the market, because we have different tastes and different experiences. And so how can we take advantage of this knowing, that, okay, this deck is speaking to me a little bit more than this one? How can we make that working for us, instead of forcing ourselves to play with cards that maybe do not fit with us? Or maybe if we dive deeper, maybe there is something into like reading about this aspect, like, why am I responding better to this deck than this one? Why is this color not impacting me? Is there something I am avoiding? Is there something that I am not loving? Is it showing that maybe I need more stimulus in my life, more punch, more boldness even, because I feel this deck is so much more pronounced than this one. This one feels for me a little bit fade, not clear. The colors are not clear. So is this deck telling me that I need more clarity and more loudness about the way I speak and the way I show myself to the world? And so you see, the colors are so deep. They say so much more about how we are and what we are going through in our lives. Another example of beautiful mixes, as if like the rainbow is so much important for me, more and more I discover its wisdom and its teachings. And this deck, this is the Bird Oracle deck, and I took the I took the time to write the guidance for in these cards, because I wanted to, instead of having the book all the time, I wanted to understand what the author had to say about it. And the rainbow is so much present in this deck. I feel, let me just see if I have all the cards, not in order as always, but I felt with this deck that, the rainbow bridge, the birds crossing through the different dimensions to give us messages. You will see a lot of all the spectrum of colors here, and this shows us wholeness. We are in the presence of beings that understand what it means to be whole, and they are showing us the path to it. And so this deck, and I discovered this about exploration of the colors. I'm going to share with you another deck as well in this dynamic. When the rainbow is present, it's a healing deck. It's a deck that I would use for vibrational readings, to transmit healing to others and to myself. This is how the rainbow acts. And then later, and I didn't know about it until recently, this rainbow healing way, our modality that I am building within myself, and I hope to share about it more, what it means to have the rainbow healing way, what it means to be a rainbow woman, and so much wisdom into that, crossing between the worlds, being able to speak the language of birds, which means speaking many languages and deciphering the hidden symbols, understanding the hidden meaning of things, and so much more. And so the rainbow, not one color, but many colors, are revealing for me this need of wholeness, this need of transmitting, embracing this modality, this healing modality, but also transmitting it to others. And this is just by the cards. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful. Another deck that goes into this category, and it is the Ouassima Tarot deck. So this deck has been with me for many years now, and I use it quite often for healing vibrational readings. You can probably find my video about this. But the same thing, rainbow, not only in one card, but in all cards. All colors are present in this deck, and the Oracology system is based as well on colors. It's based on these essences, beautiful essences that can be used, extracts with plants and crystals. They are very vibrationally high. So when I use this deck as well, the same, using that crystal vibrational rainbowy healing, it's just, I have no words for it. And that's what colors allow us. It's beyond words. When we don't have words, we use colors, isn't it? We use forms, we use geometry forms, and that's what we are talking about. Colors is another language. It's a language so close to light. And it is light. And so this deck is showing us this path of no language, but more of being. We are in the being, we are no more in the doing. And that's what touches our energy bodies, our hearts. Isn't it beautiful deck? So that is for the rainbow color. Another deck that could be part of this as well category, which is the star child, not star child, but the Lemurian child oracle, amazing oracle that you can find in online pretty easily. I hope it's still available. But vibrational light, pure light, sometimes the purity of the paintings with just few kind of you don't have the rainbow in it all, but you have many colors which all together form the rainbow. But the thing is that you have kind of like a specific one color or like one theme by color, by card, and this allows me kind of like to breathe the color in, to really just like with colors, the absorb it. That's the word I was looking for. Absorbing the colors. This deck allows me to do that because it enhances, it has this capacity of enhancing a color, of putting it into, you see this here, even we have the turquoise, but we have this like violety color. So it allows me to focus on one color more than the others. And this is a way to absorb light and absorb color. And it's teaching. I love this deck. It feels like a continuous connection with this one. Another deck that I want to share with you is the Weiser Tarot. This is the German version. And of course, I just received it. And it's very interesting to see how it is depicting the Rider-Waite tarot, but in different colors. And again, you will find the same color that is speaking to me at the moment, this kind of violety color. And I found it speaking to me. So if you remember, there are many versions of the Rider-Waite, some yellowy, some bluish, and so on. But this one is as if like it gives life. Colors give life to the cards, and the mixes, the way they are put together, makes us perceive hidden information as well as understanding, having a better understanding. So I'm imagining that maybe we can use this way to teach our children, to have different colors to transmit that to them. A principle, or maybe they will understand better some mathematic classes if we use colors this way. And so you see, this deck feels quite alive for me, and I'm impatient to start using it at some point. I have many decks at the moment that are waiting to be discovered and deciphered, and I really have to put some time for this as well. Another maybe I will show to you some oracles that also have this idea of connection to color, but in gentleness. And here we are talking about the pastel. Just mixing, connecting with the cards. And so this is, oh my, I forgot the name. Sacred Creators, yeah, Sacred Creators Oracle. And I like using it with different decks. And you see that this kind of like pastel color show us the ability to be and go everywhere. When the pastel colors fit in, you know, there's fitting in so easily. They are not that loud with their language, and that makes them supporting messages for other cards or so on. So it's like friends coming to support other decks. That's how I like to see it. And so if you have a strong tarot deck or maybe another pastel one, this both will come to join forces to transmit a message in gentleness. And so when you are feeling hypersensitive or in need of just calmness and just few words, not needing much more, these type of colors would come to help you distill in a message that maybe was difficult or maybe an encouraging word as well. And so the pastel colors and their impact on us is quite important. I've just put out this deck. It's available on Make Playing Cards and Printer Studio. I created it with my friend Steph, and we have a book that is upcoming. We'll let you know when it's ready, but it has the same idea. You see the pastel colors, how they are together, they collaborate. And so stillness, calmness, and I'm even feeling the need to be silent and just observe. They have healing power. Colors with different intensities not only transmit messages, but mend our wounds. I love how this deck came out to be, and I'm really looking forward using, and these two together would be great mix to have. And so maybe I will finish with just one deck that I have. I was trying to sell it as well, but it's the Sephiroth tarot deck. While I'm not using much this deck because it gets sticky and I'm trying to sell it, I wanted to bring it to our video because of the different lines and colors it has used, the different combination that made me at first get it. You know, these kind of goldy, bluish, the simplicity of the illustration, the geometry. And so colors again, but here with the geometry principle that is just amazing. Look at this card. And so for the purpose of this video, and I was trying to see like at first why, you know, like the mixes, the geometry, but also it feels that when we are in connection, you will find yourself attracted more to one color, maybe the violet, as I shared before, the bordeaux, the blue, maybe the pink, the colors is kind of a guide, you know, it becomes a synchronicity. When you see it somewhere, it's like, okay, go ahead, or no, stop, dive deeper, you know. It's the language of the soul. Every one of us has colors that are the language of their soul. You know, what is the color of your essence, or the colors of your essence? We explore this in the Temple of Roses, where we connect with our core essence and discover her language. And colors and rays are one of them. And so, how does your soul speak to you? And these colors never change in a way. People perceive you through them in the inner planes. It's not what you wear, it's not what you love necessarily, it's something deeper. Because colors are principles. Colors are laws, are it's so much deeper than what we think. They are language, the language of the soul. Yeah. And so, so what is the language of yours? And so I will stop for now with this, because you can stay with colors and just look around you what the difference colors make in your life, in your readings. What are they telling you about yourself and your intention and need of the moment? What is the impact of the intensity of color? High colors, warm colors, pastel colors, and so on. We are transmitting to ourselves healing through the cards we are using. You see, this was made by my mother, and she used these colors, and because she found that it was impactful for her. This is how harmonious for her these colors were. But what are the harmonious colors for you? And how can they show up in your cards to heal you and heal the world? So wishing you a great day in exploration, and talk to you soon.